Hello, hello. This is going to be another collective read from your spirit team. We're going to follow this table here as a compass. Okay, so we have the center, we have the past or lessons learned, and then we're going to get into your goals and dreams, what's next for you, and then we're going to get your spirit team message here. And then we'll get action moving forward. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck here, we've got emphasis on the goals and dreams. So emphasis on this card here. So it will be very important to know what's in this position. Okay, so you're really thinking of your future now. And we just got finished with your love message in the tarot. And so I will link that as the next video to watch at the end of this one. So let's see what's in the center here. Yeah, you're moving forward. You know who you are standing in your power, and you're saying, no one's going to get in my way. I am going to, you know, move in this direction, whether who says what about it. Yeah, you have been through enough in love, in romance, in life itself. This is knowing your past so that you can create your future. You've already seen what you needed to see, okay? And so at this point, right, emphasis here, your goal and your dream is to have more fun. Your goal is to not take things so seriously. It's to find the humor in all of the things that are coming your way and not taking life seriously. Okay, so spirit team message is to set intentions. Okay, spirit says don't get lost there in the folly, in the fun. This could say, um, you know, not spending too much time in la la land, in dilly dally, okay? Because they're saying that what you send forward, all of these intentions, we will make happen. We want to see you succeed, so give us something to do, okay? Your spirit team is saying, we don't want to see you go through any more of this. We want you to move forward. Now, where are we going? Okay, so the spirit team says, set your intentions. Now, for this forward action here, yeah, there's going to be parts of you that you're going to have to sacrifice here. You're going to have to give up a few things. You're going to have to maybe stop partying so much. Maybe, focusing on priorities more so than friends. Something like that, which definitely came through in the love reading. So check that out. Okay. It's labeled somebody wants to wife you up. All right, let's see here what else we have. Going back to the center here for this forward movement, I'm curious too, where are we going? Yeah, speak your truth. So it's important to set your intentions and to let those intentions be known, specifically to the universe and to your guides, okay? And maybe journaling would help here, automatic writing as well. And then take the opportunity. Yeah, so the love reading, there is a huge opportunity coming for you. It does look very fruitful, but there's a lot of fears there, right? We've been through a lot. We've seen a lot of things, and we've got this sort of dark halo underneath this bright new sun that could be this next step for you. And so these fears are kind of creeping up. There's fears here on, is this truly correct for me? Yeah, so have patience with yourself here. The lotus flower blooms out of muddy water, right? And that's kind of this energy here. Here's the muddy water, and here's this opportunity, which is the sun coming from this beautiful halo here. So don't take it too seriously and have patience with yourself as you figure this out. Okay, it takes time to decode for ourselves what it is that we really want. And that brings us to the intentions here. Yeah, unleash your passion. And we've got a person with you on the top of this roof here. Yeah, somebody is really wanting to grow with you. They really want to see you move forward with them. We have established priorities. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely, this could be a big goal, a big dream here that has been on your heart for a long time. And the spirit says, let's make this happen. Let's do this together here. But there's just some priorities that need to be worked out and worked through. So I'm going to take that one because that seems to go hand in hand here with setting intentions and then seeing what needs to be left behind. Okay. study to know yourself. I'm telling you, something about automatic writing or journaling is very, very prevalent here to figure out what that is. And I'm not sure why it's coming through that you need to let go in order to move forward here. You know, it's a pretty typical, well-known fact that some things need to be shed in order to get to that next step. But I feel that there's something there that you know that I don't, that needs to be let go of here. And it's saying, hold your vision. Hold true to the vision here, these intentions. There's something about what it is that you want, what it is that you're longing for, what you've told the universe that you want. Okay, and it seems that perhaps that doesn't match this sort of opportunity that is coming forward. And so I'm very curious to see what that is. Remember the little things. Okay, so I do feel that we're talking still about a love connection, and it seems like this person is so into you, right? I mean, I'll show you guys, and you can watch that love reading through the tarot, but this is the first cards that came out. The man, the woman, the ring. So the whole thing was about this beautiful situation coming right onto your lap here. But it seems like this opportunity comes with a lot of little things, a lot of question marks, a lot of red flags, maybe. So you're needing to have a lot of patience and nurture yourself through this while you figure out what it is that you are looking for, while you figure out what it is that this is all going to entail. I feel like somebody is at the drawing board here, looking at all of these little details, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just confused because the the masculine energy, or the energy who's looking to give sort of this brand new life, is so in awe of you, so in awe. And there was finances. I mean, there's a lot going for this connection, but there is some reason why you're holding back, and I'm determined to get to the bottom of it. Yeah, there's something about your story. This could also be your past here with like this shaman energy down here. Maybe there's parts of your past that this person does not know about that you feel that you need to express to them. Okay, so that's coming with intentions, unleash your passion, and tell your story. This could also be that you want to do your own thing. You might want to have a podcast or a YouTube channel. You may have a lot to say, and you need the time, the space, the energy to be able to have this passion project, right? Yeah, so you're gathering your loyalties here. So even if it's a little bit more difficult to talk to this person or to talk to immediate family, you know, you may want to keep your friends close so that you have someone to talk to about all of these things that you're thinking, okay? And again, not taking it too seriously. Okay, that was emphasized here as well. Just keeping it very light, very fun, but you have this wisdom about you because of the things that you've gone through, and that's what's making you so protective of yourself here. And there's definitely nothing wrong with that. We want to be protective of our energy. Okay, so let's go around one more time. What do we have for the center of the read? We're moving forward, but we need to speak our truth and establish priorities while holding on to this grander vision. Okay, what have we here? Yeah, there could be a part of you that's a little bit scared that giving in to a happily ever after could end in turmoil and destruction. And so it's hard for you to allow yourself to be happy here. Because I do feel like there's a lot of happiness in the connection that we've been talking about. But there's just something else. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Okay, forgiveness. So there could have been some sort of turmoil in this past. I keep getting very, very drawn to this past energy here. You've seen some things. You've seen some dark things, some dark times, and it forces you to sort of look for those red flags, look very intensely at the little um, let me think. to look for those little red flags is what I wanted to say, but they kind of stopped me. So there could be things in the past of even in this relationship that need to be forgiven, okay? Or just things from the past that are coming back up now. And that does happen. Yeah, but the passion is hot, 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 hot. Okay, so that's going here with taking it lightly, having patience, embracing the internal mother and passion. Yeah, I think that has to do with some sort of a passion project here because of the position of the card. So I feel that there's a part of you that looks at connection, specifically with the opposite gender, to be somewhat of a distraction from what it is that you really want to do. And there's that prosperity. Yeah, so this could be that the the role is somewhat switched here. I feel that there's a part of you that wants to ensure that you are making your own finances and you have no need to rely on anyone else. And you're going to get to that from, yeah, we've got passion here, intention, passion, tell your story, and prosperity. I'm definitely getting some sort of like podcasting YouTube channel, even TikTok. I mean, you will know, but somebody here has a story to tell. You know, I'm feeling kind of like Teal Swan, right? Going through a really dark childhood and now embracing this spiritual side to herself and helping others. So this whole idea of a family unit and locking things down and saying, okay, that's it's me and you against the world. There could be an aspect of you that's saying, well, I've got my own world and I rule it. And I don't know that I want to share this kingdom. Okay, let's see. But we're still figuring that out. Okay, there's question marks here. There's questions whether or not you want to share this truth. And there's something very deep here about this truth. We've got this mirror here in her solar plexus area. So you could be reluctant to share your truth with this person who means the most to you, and yet you want to share this truth outwardly to the world. So there is some confusion here. I won't lie. There's some confusion about, do I trust this person with my story? Do I trust my empire with this person? Okay. And we've got melting mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles that you fulfill. Yeah, I think that you have are multifaceted is what I'm getting with that one. Multifaceted. There's a lot of depth to you, a lot of layers. And we've got forgiveness here, which was going to go right here next to this forgiveness card. It says, hurt blocks out the light. So this is that phrase of, you know, the wound is where the light gets in, or something like that. I'm probably butchering that, but the wound is the place where the light gets in, something like that. But yeah, there's this need for forgiveness, and for some reason that feels very sticky. It feels very difficult to do. And you will know if it has to do with this person on your mind or if it has to do with this passion project. You could be leading retreats for other women to let go of things. Yeah, sharing here. There it is, your group of women. Okay. There is giving and receiving and giving. And in our tarot portion, we did get the Six of Pentacles several times. This giving and receiving energy. Okay, so we've got passion, sharing, intentions, passion. So yeah, your story is going to help a lot of other people. So I can understand if, you know, any kind of love connection feels like a distraction from that. There it is again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is like generations of different women. You could be a feminine here. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild from the taming and tempering effect life has on us. Yeah, so that past that you've experienced here, this could be generational wounds. This could be I'm really strongly getting like a group of women here coming together to heal together. And you could be part of the leadership role here. A very big deal, okay? And so we have responding, not reacting. So we're okay. Yeah, so this is going with that self-sacrifice over there, meaning there's parts of you to give up. And I remember saying at the earlier part of this reading, you may need to spend a little less time with friends. But what maybe this love interest or the world does not understand is that when you get together with friends, you are actually healing generational trauma. You are actually sending intentions to the universe. You are actually healing the inner child of these people. So if somebody were to ask you to give that up in order to commit to them, that would pose to be a problem, right? And if they say, well, I've got the finances, I will figure this out for you. I am this emperor and I can, make these plans. You're like, okay, but I'm this high priestess. I have this big calling in this world. I want to make these plans because I want to, not because I have to, but because I have these things going on behind the scenes that need my attention. And if you call my attention away, well, then that might hinder me from this divine work, okay? So that was that self-sacrifice, somebody asking you to sort of drop something in order to go with them. But you know yourself a little better than this, and you have gathered these groups of people and this integral, like, it's like this, I'm seeing gears turning, like the mechanics are already going, right? Like you have already started this process. You've already began doing this big work, okay? And this work is literally healing other people, right? You're multifaceted in this gift that you have. Okay, so this one says the only control we have is in how we respond to the hand that we are dealt. Yeah, I feel like this is what you preach. Okay, it's giving like I have something strong to tell the world because of what I went through, right? This is cards we are dealt, and it goes right back here to this past hurt, this past pain. And we have spirit self here, be who you are as you are. Yeah, I think you're very happy with what you've created, okay? So let's get some animals here and we will end there. I have my handy dandy cards for animals that I've always used, but I only have 27 out of 52 cards. I'm not sure what happened there. Secret. Hmm. Well, that's interesting here. We were getting some sort of, um, I feel like that's the lack of communication. Okay, so I think there's a part of you that feels like you need to protect all of what you do or this grand plan that you have, right? But I feel like that has something to do with all this forgiveness work here that you're doing. Work, yeah, forgiveness work that you're doing. And we've got the bee. The bees are about community and like collaboration, right? And we did see this Three of Pentacles a couple of times in your tarot. So you're, like I said, it's like you're already working on this. You're already going towards this goal here. And it makes you feel like freedom. It makes you feel like this mystical, freedom-based lifestyle, because that's what it is. It's a lifestyle, right? Yeah, it's based upon this memory of everything that you have been through. That's how you're able to help other people do the same. This could be coaching. This could be, again, spiritual retreats. I mean, this feels very balanced and very high vibrational. And still you're met with this really crazy choice here. Yeah. So this will be our final story here. Okay, so the bottom of the deck here is provide. I feel that you have every ability to provide for yourself here. Okay, so yes, we have consume. This is somewhat of a death card, okay? The vulture consumes things that are rotting on the ground already, right? So this goes hand in hand here. You've already seen the dark, you've seen these, the depth of how bad it can get, so to speak, okay? And you have been patiently healing this here and whatever this is, okay, this storyline, and you have been trying to offer forgiveness here to whatever that situation may be and trying to take it lightly, right? And find the beauty in all things. So you're taking your time to heal these issues, whatever it is that needed to be forgiven, okay? And so we're finding balance here. Yes, that is the conclusion, isn't it? We have this yin and yang, the masculine, the feminine. There is someone here who wants to be this partner to you, okay? They are together, okay? And well, the cards rarely lie, right? So this could just be someone's intention for you, but there is somebody who wants to see this work done and see you in your shining power, providing for yourself this beautiful goal, right? This goal that you have in mind. Somebody is going to be behind you, being your ally and your support system as you go about this work. That will be how you know who it is that you're meant to be up here with, right? So if that describes your person, if that describes this person who is ready to go right this moment, making plans and, you know, pushing things forward, then okay, you know that that is your person and that you are safe to go with them. If that did not describe your person, then you need to wait until that perfect person comes to your door, okay? Because this is important work that you're doing. You're passionate about it. You know yourself, you know your past, you know your abilities to heal. You are this high priestess, you see? And what I like is that all of these, the vast majority of the women here have their eyes wide open. Okay, a lot of times in tarot, for whatever reason, we see eyes closed, right? And we're seeing a lot of eyes open in this reading, meaning you are fully awake, you are fully aware, things do not get past you. And if you're looking down, it's because you're doing some healing work and you are intently focused on where it is that you are going. Okay, so I hope this has helped you. I will put the link to that love reading as the next to play. Okay, every sign, zodiac sign, has a playlist on this channel. So go ahead and find your tarot reading for said sign, and I will see you all on the next one.